I think everyone has an opportunity as women to make an impact in tech. I think our poster child, Gabby, she was so motivational to so many different women, just how they were able to see how easily she was able to pick this up and get a job in the field. And I think that was very inspirational for a lot of women to say that they too could get into this industry, which is typically male dominated. So I think you just have to go against the stereotypes and go into an industry that you're not necessarily going to be familiar with or have a lot of other women or peers in that industry, but you're kind of breaking that ice. And
yeah, and I think it's really important to take advantage of the resources that are available to you. I know that we work with quite a few different women organizations which empower women to be in the cybersecurity and technical field, which is amazing. And just doing research about those things and, having a training platform and just if you want to get your hands in it, see what it's all about, learn about it, and then reach out, see if that's exactly what Gabby did. She just reached out to us and, we started working with her because she really wanted to be involved in what Cybrary's core missions were. So being able to utilize, I think, those resources and knowing that they are available is a really great way to also look into getting into the industry.
Yeah, I think too, and what we always talk about here is accessibility and breaking down the barriers of entry to the industry. And that's a lot of what we do. And so I think part of my role within Cybrary is to seek out those organizations that are occupying those spaces and to bring the word there, because, you can rely on people to come to you for certain things. But at the end of the day, it's also just making sure that you're being inclusive within the partnerships that we are forming with women, groups that leverage different benefits for minorities and things like that. It's just really important to, like Cami said, just kind of do your research on those organizations and try to bring as much as you can to them.
I'm also thinking about two other aspects of it. I think one is mentorship, how once you're in there as a woman, not that it's an obligation, but it's still, I really highly promote, and in my team, in the marketing, but also in the tech, that as women, we support each other, that you're the junior that just entering, that are just like you a couple of years ago, they feel like they can make it as well because you've been there. You know how not skilled enough or how not good enough you feel. So don't make them feel this way and support them and make them grow. And the more you can be a mentor or you look for a mentor as well, because that's one of the big issues. There is not so much representation. So the more you can empower these people to be mentors or to in the future, then the impact will be way higher, I guess.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think we can start making it more of a norm at an earlier age. Working in the customer success team, I was fortunate enough to work with our Girl Scouts collaboration that I think you set up, Amanda. And we were doing a coding camp, I believe, with some of the Girl Scouts of America. And I think introducing it to them at that young age really will kind of change the narrative that cybersecurity is only for men or this is a more male-dominated field and really empower them to kind of see this in their future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think back to sort of the mentorship thing, I think so many people think of mentorship as, following somebody's career footsteps or, getting the right advice as to what you should be learning or what new skills you should be honing in on. And I think a big part of it, especially for women, is mentorship around the interpersonal struggles of being a woman in tech. And it's so much more than advice around your job, but just interacting and overcoming challenges within a workspace, being the minority within the group, I think is really important too. That type of support is crucial for sure.
Completely. The second aspect that I was thinking as well, so I don't know in the United States how you handle these guys, but in Costa Rica and at Knogin as well, what we are trying to do as a company, in the country also, I feel like this is the way we're going, is that not to tolerate any kind of discriminations, or when you see something that it's not okay, and we're so used to it. As women of color, we're just used to it. It's normal. It's part of daily life. Well, it's not, and it should not be part of our life. And that is something it's not easy. I mean, it really depends on your situation, and it takes a lot of courage. But it's something that I'm really on a mission for that I don't allow any kind of jokes or any kind of comment that I think would hurt my female coworker, that it's just not, I don't let this go. And then 1, 2, 3 times, then it's actually disappear, because I have the support of the top management team. That's why I was saying earlier, it's way easier when you have a top management that share your thoughts.